Ciao Giuventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. It is Sunday, an important and special Sunday because it is Easter and I want to start wishing all of you a happy Easter. Why is Easter an important day? Because it means rising and we dream and we want Juventus to rise again. Rise again after the draw versus Torino yesterday that really feels and tasted like a big loss. We want to rise again after the elimination in Champions League versus Porto, the defeat, the big defeat at home versus Benevento. We want to rise again after saying goodbye to the Scudetto, the 10th in a row, and even being in danger of qualifying ourselves in the Champions League. That's what we want, and we want it immediately from the game versus Napoli, because we have still 10 games in Serie A plus 1 in the Coppa Italia final versus Atalanta. We want Juventus to rise back from next season immediately, to fight again for the Scudetto and dreaming about that Champions League. That's what we all want. After the last result that were absolutely not good, we all have frustration. You have, I have, and we all identified problems of Juventus. And that's what I want to speak about. I don't want to speak about the future. I want to speak about the problems. Why is Juventus in that position? Why is everything black and not black and white? Why is everything really dark around Juventus? And that's why I went to read a lot of comments on the YouTube channel, but also on social media. What are the problems are Juventus? And I know that a lot of people, they identify and sometimes they stick to one problem. There is one problem, not 10, not 20, not 360-degree analyze. There is one big problem. I will give my opinion at the end of the video, but I want to go through all these 10 points that I identified. I don't want to judge who's right, who's wrong. I just want to explain what people identified on the channel and then probably giving a bit my opinion, not judging, giving my opinion on that one and trying to be a bit more balanced. So we start immediately with the first problem that has been identified by Juve fans and by the community. Kuluzewski. Kuluzewski is the major problem of Juventus. Why? Because the guy is 20 years old, he's playing with Juventus, he had his chance all this season, but he's not performing, he has no right foot, he has only the left, he's playing with his head onto the ground, he's not passing the ball, he's quite selfish, he's not able to dribble, he doesn't look to have grinta, he's also giving gifts to Lazio and a few days later to Torino, and that's why Juventus is losing a lot of points. Why Juventus is in a bad situation is because of Kuluzewski. The same person who are identifying Kuluzewski as the major problem of Juventus, they are probably also asking Fagioli to be the starter of Juventus, to be the savior of Juventus in the midfield. What I want to counter balance in that opinion, not saying it's true or not true, because objectively Kuluzewski he's not performing this season, but I want to say in his defense, wait. The Bruyne with Chelsea made the same mistake, don't believing in his talent, giving him away. Look what player he has become. He is a talent. Look what he did on loan last year with Parma. Kuluzewski is a big talent, but his second season as a pro, first season in a big team, having to play in diverse positions, I would be really patient with Kuluzewski, giving him another chance. The second point that has been identified is the fact that the team is selfish. Cuadrado, Chiesa, Rabiot, Morata, all these players are selfish for certain persons, certain fans that are identifying that as the major problem. The players are only thinking about themselves, they are not passing the ball to Cristiano Ronaldo, and this is the problem. Counterbalancing that and trying to defend them, Chiesa, he has at the moment 8 assists at Juventus. We have Cuadrado with 12, don't forget, he has the third most assists in the history of Juventus. Morata has 10, so all these people are doing a lot of assists, are trying at least to do a lot, but sometimes they take their chance. If they don't take their chance, we are saying that they are not going with the spirit to destroy the goal, to go and to try to score. So the guys, I don't believe that being selfish is a problem. I think the problem is a bit more deeper, that sometimes they are not placed really well, the people that needs to have the ball, because there is a problem that we can't unman mark ourselves. Without the ball, in non-possession, we are not able to give solutions, and this can be one of the problems. Another problem for some people, it is Ronaldo. Ronaldo is the major problem of Juventus, guys. Don't forget, the guy has scored 24 goals on 25 games this season. Ronaldo is probably the best player of the universe, of the world in this era. Ronaldo can't be the problem, but he is the problem according to some people. Why? Because Ronaldo, since the moment that he came at Juventus, he's taking a big salary. If he's playing, he wants all the ball, he's always angry, he's not participating, he's not running, blah 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 blah. All things that I respect opinions of other people, but according to me, Cristiano Ronaldo is not and cannot and will not ever be a problem for Juventus. It is a solution, a resource that we have to use better. At the moment, he's not performing at his level, it is true, but in his 3 years, 96 goals with Juventus, the guy is a beast. Unfortunate moment probably for him and for the team. In a special era, it is what it is. For me, Ronaldo is not a problem. The other people, and this is really black or white, they are going with Dybala is the problem. Dybala is a problem because he's really difficult. He can't play with Ronaldo. The guy is a kid because he's on TikTok, because he wants a contract of 20 million euro, because he's doing parties, blah 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 blah. He has no space in the field. Dybala is the problem. What I want to add about that, Dybala, he can't be the problem of Juventus this season. Why? Because he didn't even play. The guy was always or injured or COVID or this or that, or he's not even on the bench. Dybala is maybe a bigger problem, but at the moment this year Dybala can't be the problem. Why we are not in the top 4? Because he's not even there. Another thing is the midfield that comes a lot of time, or problem is the midfield, and probably there is a lot of part that is true, because our midfield, they don't think offensively, because they can't do penetration passes, because they are static, because they are doing back passes, and this is a word that we are speaking a lot, back passes. But for me, midfield is not the and only problem, because they are quite good in the individuals, but they are the whys. Why is our midfield not performing? It's quite easy. Take a picture of yesterday. Who was in our midfield? Danilo, it is not even his role. He is a fullback, a right fullback. Why is he in the midfield? He played a few games quite okay, but it is not his position. And if you have to put Danilo in the midfield, it means that you have a bigger problem. A problem of 25 players. Not only the midfield, but 25 players. In addition to that, you have a Ramsey that is never fit. You have a McKennie that has hip problems. You have injuries. You have this, you have that. Midfield is indeed a problem, but not only because our midfield is not creating offensively, but because the most reliable people we have at the moment are Bentancur and Rabiot, not the most offensive-minded people. Sixth one is the external factors. It is because of the referee, because they didn't give us the penalty versus Fiorentina, versus Lazio, because the system is against Juventus. Look at what Inter did, what Napoli did, what Milan did with all the penalties. Everyone is against Juventus. Probably it's true, but if today Juventus is in danger of finishing in the top 10, guys, for me it's not the external factors, it's because internally we are playing really bad. And then we go to the Pirlo out. Pirlo is the danger, the main problem of Juventus, because he has no experience, he never coaches, because he's not really extrovert, he's not screaming, he's not yelling on the field, he's not motivating his team. And what I want to add about that, yes, Pirlo has responsibilities, absolutely, he is the manager. Well, if I want to defend him a bit, I want to say, is it his fault if Morata can't control a ball when he's in front of the goal? Is it his fault if Kuluzewski is doing back passes, or Arthur versus Benevento? You can train as much as you want. If the players are not fully 100% concentrating in doing their job, because we are speaking about Kuluzewski not having a fixed position on the field. And I understand, but wherever you are, if you are a professional player and you are in the corner kick, for example, or you are in the goal, or you're in the midfield, if a ball comes and you have to control it, you control it. So Pirlo, do he have some responsibilities? Absolutely yes. On the other hand, I never saw a coach having that much bad luck in his first experience with COVID, with injuries, no supporters, and so on and so on and so on. Let's see what will happen with Pirlo at the end of the season. We go with the three last ones, guys. Paratici is the main problem, but we forget often that Paratici brought us De Ligt, brought us Cristiano Ronaldo, brought us Vidal. The guy is an amazing scout that did an amazing also mercato the last season, where he started to be one of the real mercato actors in first person, taking us McKennie, Morata, Chiesa. Don't forget Chiesa, guys, with a really creative solution, Kuluzewski, and I don't remember the fifth, and Arthur, with a big financial swap with Pjanic. Paratici alone, for me, it's not the problem, because he had a lot of difficulty to deal with. Remember in the past when he wanted to sell Khedira, Mandzukic, Higuain, and so on, Matuidi, all players that were extended by Beppe Marotta, that a lot of people are saying that's where he started the problem when he left. Guys, he had to deal with it, and then COVID situation. The guy is still a great manager for me, doing mistakes, absolutely yes. Look at Ramsey, look at Rabiot, zero agent players that came at Juventus with a big salary that will be really difficult to sell now, absolutely. And then they're speaking about Nedved. Nedved is the major problem of Juventus. On that one, I just want to say I don't understand. I don't even really know what are the responsibilities of Nedved in the club. How can Nedved be the responsible of Juventus? Yeah, probably maybe because you heard some rumors that he wanted Allegri out. But don't forget, guys, about Allegri. 2 years ago, I was already a fan of Juventus, and I was reading the comments and the hashtags Allegri out, Allegri out, Allegri out. Not because we were eliminated versus Ajax, but because we were playing boring football, winning 1-0, and then all in the back waiting that the 90 minutes were whistled. Guys, we have to be balanced in what we think, and then we finish with Agnelli. The big major problem of Juventus is Andrea Agnelli, the president. Why? Because he changed the logo, because he's thinking now commercially. He wants the money, he wants the sponsor, he doesn't care about the field. Heh. Guys, on that one, you will never have you by your side, guys, because Agnelli, if you have to say thank you to Juventus, or to, why Juventus has won 9 in a row, if you want to say thank you for the 18 titles in 10 years, if you want to say thank you to the rise of Juventus after 2 times being 7th in the Serie A, where Juventus was actually nearly dead and destroyed, we have to think a bit in the past, and thanks to Agnelli, to everything he did, not only for sportive results, but for Juventus as a club. If today Juventus is still there fighting and being actually recognized in the world, it is to Andrea Agnelli. Thanks to Andrea Agnelli, the president. And even if absolutely we has also his some responsibilities, I'm sure that if we go back to the first word of the channel, rising, you remember, because it's Easter, I'm sure that this is the man that will make us rise again. What is my opinion, guys, on what is the most important problem at Juventus at the moment? I will tell you, it's the 10. The 10 are problems. Kuluzewski, Ronaldo, Dybala, the midfield, external factor, Pirlo, and so on and so on. All of them have parts of truth, and a lot of things are exaggerated. And I believe that when you are proving and showing these kinds of results on the field, it's not one man that is responsible. It's not one part that is responsible, but all of them, 360. And if Juventus understand that, if fans are understanding that, then we will be able to rise and build again. Grazie, I hope you liked that a bit longer video. Thank you, Forza Juve.